Hello friends and welcome to AstatorTV. Today we are reviewing a replay from the league stage of the 1v1 Mega Tournament. We will explore the strategies and tactics of two of the best war selection players in the world. Sit back and enjoy this formidable gameplay with me. At the bottom left of the map, with the red colors, from Russia, we have Arisu. He is currently the number 1 player in the 2v2 bracket and also placed in the top 15 of the last 3 ranked 1v1 seasons. His first scout located several shallow water fish deposits, but his first warehouse was already placed on the berries. His opponent, with the lime green color, at the top right of the map, and from Belarus, he is Sashkorin. He is a member of the Imperial clan, so he's been training with some of the most experienced players in war selection. His first warehouse is also on the berries. He sent his first scout toward the center of the map and already produced 2 additional scouts to explore the resources around his starting location. We can see that it is relatively generous with the amount of wood, in addition to 1 stone and 1 copper deposit. There are a few natural obstacles between the 2 bases, including hills, forests, and 2 small lakes. What is even more interesting about this match is that these 2 players already faced each other in the first stage of the tournament. Unfortunately for him, Sashkorin did forget about the special bulwark rule in this tournament, and the victory was awarded to Arisu. That match was closely disputed and could have otherwise maybe been won by Sashkorin, who now has this new opportunity to redeem himself. We see that both players are increasing their food income by fishing on the coast. Arisu is constructing his temple at the woodline with several workers prior to having a stonecutter or a fight pit. He chose to research the Bronze Age of Europe. He has 39 workers, while Sashkorin is at 40. Arisu is now constructing a stonecutter and fight pits between the copper and the wood line on the right side of his base. Sashkorin also has a stonecutter and a temple. He started researching Bronze Age a little after Arisu, and he selected Asia. Despite moving out of Stone Age quite fast, both players decided to use 6 warehouses. Arisu completed his farm and he is preparing to mine the copper. He decided to wait for more food before producing units from the fight pits. He did research the melee attack upgrade, and now is finishing the armor upgrade and the warrior speed boost. Sashkorin is in the process of setting up his Bronze Age economy, with several Stone Age workers harvesting domestic fowl, and piers on the coast. He is now preparing to mine. His stonecutter researched the same upgrades as Arisu's. Sashkorin is just passing 79 population. Arisu has a little more because of several warriors. His army is moving out. He is spending every bit of wood on planting wheat and upgrading his houses. We see some units from Sashkorin already reaching the center of the minimap. I'm curious to find out if the 2 armies are going to run into each other. Arisu has the larger number, but he is further away from his enemy's base. Both players are taking minor damage from the wild animals. Sashkorin is now maxed on population. Arisu does not yet have towers to defend his home. He did construct several sections of walls to block aggressions from the north, and he is working to complete a wall on the southeast. Many workers are already in position and ready to repair the buildings. A first tower under construction, while Sashkorin just spotted the unfinished wall on the southeast. Both groups of warriors are rushing toward the breach. Sashkorin wants to prevent Arisu from completing the wall. On the opposite side of the map, Arisu's warriors have just reached Sashkorin's base. They want to get in, and they quickly succeeded in creating a breach. The Asian houses are very fragile to melee units. Arisu is chasing the workers, while Sashkorin is seeking an entry to Arisu's base. At home, he is running the workers and hiding into the towers. This is a big disruption for his economy, and it will delay his progress toward Iron Age. Hey, why is there this coward warrior hiding inside a tower? He is not helping the spearmen to do the defending job. Such a shameful behavior. Let's rewind and quickly see if the offensive warriors did a better job during that time. So Sashkorin did manage to find a way into Arisu's base, while a couple units were delaying Red warriors. It is a shame that we do not currently have an easier way to build hermetic walls. I think we should be able to drag the wall blueprint line even over obstacles, and the game will automatically keep the parts necessary to fill all gaps. This particular infiltration did not deal much damage, but at other times it is quite possible and frustrating to even lose a game because of an accidental gap. If you agree, let me know in the comments. Anyway, Sashkorin has now reached Iron Age, and Arisu is almost there. Arisu has 55 workers and 3 fishing boats. Sashkorin has a little more with 57 workers and 10 fishing boats. Sashkorin started researching the medieval age despite being a little bit low on metal. Arisu has a relatively small number of barracks with 6, and he did not unlock the units behind the metal sword upgrade and the axe upgrade. This would be an indication that he does not intend on sustaining large battle with Iron Age units. Just a few waves of European heavy spearmen can be dominant enough in this matchup. The remainder of the prehistoric forces are reaching Sashkorin's base. Sashkorin has a small group of also slightly outdated Bronze Age spearmen. Both are not expected to deal much damage. Sashkorin almost at medieval age. He chose Eastern Asia. And he was ready to instantly research the population limit increase. Arisu is not far behind, almost reaching the medieval ages of Eastern Europe. He has paused the production at the barracks. The population limit increase research is already started. Several European heavy spearmen are crossing the map. Sashkorin upgraded a pier, the poultry yard, several warehouses and workers, and a single barracks in front of his base. He does not yet have much preparation to face European heavy spearmen. This is one of the typical match milestones where Europe has a window of opportunity to inflict meaningful damage on Asia. Sashkorin's weaker heavy spearmen are also greatly outnumbered. Arisu is seeking a breach to reach the economy. The workers are ready to repair. The medieval barracks have high enough armor to hold for now. That provided enough time for Sashkorin to start producing melee medieval units. Good retreat to avoid getting surrounded by the heavy spearmen. He is also luring away the slower heavy spearmen. One samurai gets surrounded and perishes. Otherwise, this is great units micromanagement from Sashkorin. Arisu is sending more heavy spearmen to reinforce the attack. He seizes this opportunity to test the strength of the wall once again. Oh, and the first layer was breached. The Bronze Age Asian houses are the weakest in the game. They did not hold the intruders. The poultry yard workers are hiding inside the towers. The woodcutters are also in danger. This is a great attack split by Arisu to target several areas of the economy. There are several worker corpses near the stone deposit. And the medieval pier is destroyed. This will significantly slow down the fishing income. Sashkorin is trying to expand on the iron deposits to the west. The workers' chart is now back to equality. Sashkorin has 75 and 10 fishers. Arisu is at 68 with 8 boats. He is starting to progress to the late medieval age. Still only 6 military production buildings. He is getting some pikemen. The log huts are ready to produce militiamen, which are among the most cost-effective units in the game. Sashkorin is approaching with an army of medieval melee units. Arisu is still far from being population maxed. He has a small group of heavy spearmen in direction of the iron expansion. Sashkorin also making progress toward late medieval age. Sashkorin is maneuvering to avoid clashing with the largest army portion of Arisu. Arisu is completing his first stable. Oh, the samurais and the shigarus have found this unupgraded gate. Another part of the unupgraded palisade is also under attack. Magnificent play by Arisu. I do not think he lost a single unit on defense. Sashkorin has made some patching to his important wall. He is sending 6 workers forward. More samurais and ashigarus are crossing the field. The West Iron expansion is getting hit once again. Sashkorin's reaction is too slow here, he did not notice in time. He is back to 72 workers and his fishing boat's efficiency is terrible. Arisu is at 68 workers, but his fishing income is superior. He also has 35% progress toward the Industrial Revolution age of Austria-Hungary. While I was saying that, it seems like Sashkorin mismanaged and lost a big portion of his forces. He's getting his first shooting range near the center of the map. The Western Iron expansion under attack once again. Arisu is aiming at an unusually quick progression toward Industrial Revolution for a high-level 1v1 match. Also selecting Russia will be the most popular choice, but maybe he is trying to surprise his opponent with an uncommon strategy. His important metal gathering is being interrupted by Sashkorin. Austro-Hungary usually requires a lot of metal. Sashkorin's attack is migrating into the direction of the other metal operation. He also himself got challenges in extracting metal. His copper deposit is now depleted. The East European pikemen have been doing a good job at deflecting this attack. The mining operation can resume. big mass of militiamen to help efficiently deal with those samurais. A lone cuirassier is riding across the field. This is a unit with good speed and armor. The 23 damage indicates that Arisu has both the cutting weapon damage upgrades. Quick reaction time to hide the workers. This is a great nation soundtrack. Arisu is upgrading to a farm first despite having already excess of food. That is likely enough to upgrade all workers. But he quickly needs stronger military because Sashkorin has been building nearby. Arisu should see the building's foundation inside the fog of war. 35 arquebusiers is a powerful force. Sashkorin is not spending on aging up. All resources will go to the army. Arisu would likely need to delay Sashkorin's army in order to complete those precious Austro-Hungary factories. This nation does not have access to the machine gunner unit from the barracks, so this is not an option. I think he needs to spend some of his food on fodder units, such as militiamen, archers, or even horse archers. Okay, here is a wave of militiamen. They are heading toward the siege units. Yikes, but several of them go down to a single spring-all shot. 2 samurais are a big problem for these workers. Sashkorin's push is able to survive with a significant number of units. Arisu is far from being maxed on population. Another wave of militiamen is on the way with halberdiers. Sashkorin is constructing even closer. The first Xaba is almost ready. This unit is similar to an armored car. It has less movement speed, but with faster attack speed and a lot more health. Arisu has fallen under 100 population. He is still producing halberdiers, but I think he might need emergency machine gun towers in order to stabilize at this point. Sashkorin is constantly sending reinforcements. The shooting ranges still have plenty of reserve capacity. Arisu's workers have to relocate away from this wood line. The next wave of militiamen is trying to push back. The first Xaba has 5 kills so far. The arquebusiers are moving in deeper. Arisu's factory is in trouble. A second Xaba is ready. It wants to stop this hand cannon. Oh, but the proxy shooting ranges have begun producing hand cannons as well. In large numbers, they are very good against Xaba. I think Arisu is saying that he should have built military balloons. Those are indeed hard counters to hand cannons. But it's kinda late now. Arisu is running out of options. Here we go. More troops are sneaking through this attempt of a wall. Please improve the wall construction system in 2024. I would be so much happy to make a video that features it. Arisu is just now completing his first industrial revolution barracks. His economy is suffering. He is especially low on metal. The halberdiers are not moving quickly enough to reach the arquebusiers and deal much damage. The population number has been collapsing. Can the Xaba even save him at this point? Maybe more fodder units could try to help. East Europe horse archers are only 150 food. The other medieval options would be too expensive. Austro-Hungary does not have access to the Industrial Revolution age stables. Arisu's base is getting flooded by arquebusiers. His lone Xaba is almost dead. It does take some damage from the gunpowder units. This is a victory for Sashkorin. There were also many other great games in the league stage of the mega tournament. If you want to watch more, I recommend to check the recordings of the live streams. There was one hosted by Excalibur and Skillionaire, and another one hosted by Cheesewheel Lord and Pition. Links are in the description. If you have not yet subscribed to AstatorTV, I invite you to do so. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.